the last time we spoke, we talked about, you broke down the Kurt Cobain murder conspiracy. You spoke about the gentleman who was in the house, one of the junkies in the dope shooting house up in Seattle. That's him right there. Josef Burns is his name. That book has now been published. So I want us to go through it, and we're going to put the link in the description. I want us to go through it, and I want to hear if you could recap in a succinct way what happened that night, what the book reveals, and why it took this long for him to come out with it.
Absolutely. And the good news, it's good to see you again too, my friend. And the good news is I have more information today. When we did this, I think it was over a year ago. It was a while ago. And I have a lot more. Joseph finally had the courage to write a book. I helped him. I had to ghostwrite with him. He's not, not Jack Kerouac here.
Sure.
So I helped him, but it is his byline.
Yeah.
He's now a published author.
Is that Multnomah County Jail?
That is
on the front?
That is, yes, sir.
How do you think I know that? I'm well aware of the bug shots from Multnomah County, dude.
I know you are. Bro,
okay.
I'm Multnomah County too. I'm from Portland. 8 years in Portland. Come on, let's rap.
Yeah, I can see that. Okay, you can put it down. We got it. We got it. He looks like the singer from Good Charlotte. But anyways, go ahead.
He was actually a drummer from the band Aspirin Feast and Laceration. And I know one of the band's name is called Lubricated Goat, which is really an awesome.
That rules. That's fucking awesome. That's awesome.
So much. I learned so much from this guy, this journey.
Yeah.
Like it's just the grunge, that like the Portland. He lives in Portland.
Okay. That's
where he lives.
That
Southwest.
whole culture of that 90s Portland grunge, it perfectly encapsulates it. A band named Lubricated Goat.
Right.
And Portland at the Sayre Club, I think the Sayers Club is where
Satyricon.
Yeah, the Satyricon is where in the late 80s, early 90s, Courtney Love met Kurt Cobain.
Yes.
So this was a fascinating time, but in all those dudes loved opioids. This is before meth. This is before fentanyl. It was like black tar, heroin, like smoking it and shooting it. Like these were old school Northwest stump down junkies. And that is relevant because that's who, at the end of his life, Kurt was surrounding himself with. Yeah. He was basically in a shooting gallery, more or less, in a Seattle neighborhood on the night of his suicide. Right. And this gentleman was in the house and witnessed what really happened. So please walk us through that and give us the new information as well.
Sure, absolutely. So so the book is 7 days old. We finally were able to get Joseph to fully confess. It took 2 years for him to basically confide in me. And there was a lot of stuff. He was interviewed by some other people. There's some stuff on YouTube, but he doesn't say what's in this book today. Okay. Just recapping it. There were a lot of people at the house that night. There were 9 people minus Kurt Cobain. 9. That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
I actually, in the beginning of the investigation, I kept honing in on a certain day when he got right back from rehab. We have figured it out, and Joe has pretty much helped me establish that I was off by a day and a half, that the murder actually took place on early morning Easter Sunday on April 3rd at about 2 a.m. I was talking about it being 2 a.m. on April 2nd, okay? So I'm off it's like a day, right, basically? So, and I didn't care. I told him that. I said, look, if you lied to me, well, I didn't remember. I kept telling you, I remember being with Kurt for a day or two. I didn't feel like it happened right after he came back from rehab from LA. And I said, hey, that's fine. This is how these things go. And people are trying to pick us apart right now, and be like, oh, Chris said it was, it doesn't matter what day, if it's off a day or two, okay? Let's look for the truth. So Easter Sunday, 2 a.m., and he names the killers, And we did have the first two names to be the same that I released with you. We've added one name, and that is Mark Lanigan. Mark Lanigan was the lead singer of the Screaming Trees. He was also part of Queens of the Stone Age. He was a good friend of Kurt's. He used to cross-dress with Kurt. He wore the dresses. He put the lipstick on. You see those famous pictures of Kurt, Dylan, and Lanigan in the dresses with the red lipstick. That's him. So if we look online, we see a photo of Kurt's killers with him etched in time, like a horror movie, like a picture on a fireplace mantle. Who are those two guys with Kurt? His murderers. All photographed together.
Wow.
And it's sad, but I'll let you jump in. I'll give you piece by piece, but.
Okay, so they're in the basement when it happens.
Yes, and Josef finally admitted that he witnessed it. In the beginning, he said he didn't witness the assault and the hot-shotting of Kurt Cobain.
But he did witness it.
Now he's finally admitted he did witness it, yes.
Now, was it a robbery?
No.
This was premeditated to his best of his interpretation of it.
And in this book, we do not say the woman's name. I will not even say her name. We mentioned it once. I won't say her name. We don't say her name in the book. She was not there. Whether she had some involvement of whispering, that's up to somebody else to deal with. They've talked about her for 30 years, okay? I advised Josef to not talk about her at all, okay? She has a big law firm. She wants to write Amazon and get your book shut down. It's not smart. Think like a businessman.
Okay, what happened? Talking about Courtney Love.
Yeah, she is not there. She did not kill Kurt Cobain. Kurt Cobain was murdered by Dylan Carlson, Mark Lanigan, and we believe Daniel Clint Rich is somehow involved, but the two main killers are Mark Lanigan and Dylan Carlson. Kurt's very good friends.
Right. And they came up behind him, strangled him, and then gave him the hot shot? Or what are the order of, what's the sequence of how they did it?
Yeah, so we have to say it because let's remove my last interview. Let's just say it how it's said today in the book, in Joe's statement. We also have some recordings of him, saying it. So in the band room in the basement, they would play music down there. It was like a mini band room, okay? There was a couple women there, 2 women, and Josef, and we keep those 3 only. There's some other people around, but Josef is adamant. I don't remember the other people being there. I remember the 2 girls, who I can say their names after, whatever. 2 women, one died. That's Macaulay Culkin's sister. I could say her name. Her name was Jen Adamson. She was the daughter of Kit Culkin. Wow. Okay. Yes, I know. It's a lot. And the other was Joe's girlfriend at the time. She's changed her name and she got married and has a family. I'm not going to say her name today. So Joe witnesses it and hides it from me for 2 years. That he actually did witness Kurt be attacked, wrestled to the ground, and hit, punched, held down, and then the hot shotting. Okay? Preloaded. They didn't cook anything up. They came there with it. That's something that Josef talks about a lot. They already had it. They didn't cook it up.
I'm not an expert in heroin shooting, but how are you able to do that? Were they able to produce a vein? Or could you literally just skin pop it?
No. All they have to do is grab his arm, right? And just tightly grab his arm, and your veins will start to pop. They know what they're doing. It's not hard to get a vein. No.
Okay.
One's holding them down, right? We have one holding them down, the other's sticking them. Now remember, in the autopsy, it talks about bloody and bruising by the injection site as if he's moving. Right. That's in the autopsy. That's why it matches up. It's a violent injecting. Now he's found with the 1.52 milligrams per liter, it's way too much. It's like killing a horse. It's way too much. Normal death could be 0.25, 0.3. He's 5 times the amount in his system. Right. And then
he was clean too. He just came back from rehab, so his tolerance is low.
I I have to tell the truth, and some of this will be hard for Kurt's fans to hear. When Kurt came back from rehab, he did begin to shoot up again.
Oh, okay. But it doesn't matter. They gave him way more than any human could handle anyways.
It doesn't, yeah. It doesn't matter like, oh, is it 0.35? Is it 0.5? He has 1.5. Like it's way, we're not arguing about like, well, how much does actually to kill you? Okay. He's got way too much, and they knew that. All the everybody knew that. So after the hot shot, he's pretty much unconscious. I believe he's dead. So they then drag him out of the basement to the greenhouse. Nobody else goes up there but Mark Lanigan and Dylan Carlson.
Okay. And Josef obviously didn't go up there, but the last time he saw Kurt was being dragged out by those two gentlemen.
And he also did go out to the driveway because he's now curious, like, where are they going? He did see them in the greenhouse through the window, not inside. He's in the driveway, kind of looking up and basically seeing some activity. And then he hears boom. So
how long after did he have an idea of how long it took before he heard the gunshot?
About 30-ish minutes, about 30 to 40 minutes.
Right.